Good morning. It is Tuesday morning. I believe it's July 28th, 2020, which means it's almost August already. Man. So I'm out doing my morning cardio down by the river. And I want to ask, do you pre-negotiate things when you make a commitment? A friend of mine who I have so much respect for, and she has so much going on in life, made a commitment to do the 75 hard like I'm doing. And something's come up and she's questioning whether she should do it or not, blah, 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 outside of the program. And it's interesting because I talk with clients about this all the time when they tell me, okay, I'm going to do my prospecting block at this time, or I'm going to do this at this time, and then it doesn't happen. And I said, you know what? Before we set your commitment, we're going to pre-negotiate. Because the way I look at it is it seems like so often we fail at something when we negotiate with ourselves on it. And what I mean by that is, say I'm going to set aside a time at 10 a.m. to do this, right? And all of a sudden an email pops in and I go, oh, I really should look at this. And then another thing and another thing. Well, what I do with my clients is I say, okay, you're going to make your prospecting calls at this time. You're going to treat it as an appointment with yourself for $1 million paycheck down the road, right? So if you were sitting there with a client, you would not check your emails. You would not check if the phone rang, you would not take those calls. And the people trying to contact you would understand and probably would not get mad if you said, hey, by the way, I was in an appointment with someone, right? I mean, really, if they had to wait an hour, 90% of the time, that's okay. And they would understand. So what I do is I say, okay, what is more important than this prospecting? Boom, family emergency, obviously, right? There's something there. The next thing is if it is to do with a file that's closing within the next 3 days that needs your immediate attention, right? So those are usually the two things, maybe a third thing. And we say, if one of those things happen, you don't have to even think about it, right? That's a higher priority. You work on your highest priority. If it doesn't, you don't have to think about it either. You just go, doesn't fall in A, B, and C, boom, it waits. So pre-negotiate, before you make a commitment, pre-negotiate with yourself on this gets me out of, that block, or these are the only things that interfere with that. Or, hey, I'm going to go, I'm working out, or I'm on a diet. If these things come up, that's okay, right? They are of a higher priority. So don't negotiate in the minute in the moment, because you'll figure out all kinds of ways to rationalize, all kinds of ways